season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
Down. They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now Lawrence on first down.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Yeah, and the next-gen stats showing that at an even 57 yards through the air. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
throw on first down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Wilson, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Saints at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win,
man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Cards are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Partner, we had the game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Taken from just outside the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass caught by Gray.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. So a good grab there. And here's a guy, he had to learn the offense quick, just picked up as a free agent earlier this week.
And usually there's a connection, isn't there? A past coach, someone from the front office who knew him from before and thought that he could help this team.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense for the Cards, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Kadarius Toney
with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead. An extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now 14-0. Ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team moves it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Wilson.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Throwing now, Wilson on the 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Past the 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. There's Wilson to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On play action, Lawrence. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
That's good for the Saints.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Tony. Kadarius Toney, touchdown! So 20-0 now, pending the extra point, and this place is jumping.
Yeah, you can feel it, can't you? You can also see it. You're seeing people in the stands now, excited, happy, high-fiving each other, and expecting this score to continue to mount.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I'll overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now it's Wilson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. To throw again is Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the... so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
I'm ready. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll swing this out to Tony. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear off.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Once more, it's Pierce. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. York able to send this one through. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
And they're using him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw here pulled in by Lazard.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. From the shotgun, Wilson.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? When you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 53 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gibson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. The quick slant caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league where we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
That's out to the flat for Gibson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Taken down at the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Another carry for Pierce.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
On 3rd down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10, it's Pierce.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
70 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Throw right side, taken in by Gibson.
So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly.
That's complete to Lazard. He's got room at the 30. Down to the 10.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Allen Lazard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here comes the Saints punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to make it 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw with 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as well. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
And they're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. A couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
On the stick. Hey,
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. One last shot for Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So it's a win here for the Saints, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, you have to be impressed with the way he ran the show, partner. He was in total control right from the get-go. Finished with over 400 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. I don't think he could have played a whole lot better than that.
So for the Saints, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
So many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand. Boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the craft. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned, the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at.